So as I was telling you all, they're gonna give you some case studies, you see, and they'll ask you questions based on the case study. A lot of the answers that you'll be looking for would actually be in the case study itself. In most cases, you'll just be able to read the case study and get the answers. So you have 3 sections, and each section will cover different parts of the case study. So let's go through it and see, right? So what I would suggest you do before you read the case study, take a look at the questions. So when you read the case study, you'll have an idea of what to look for. So 6 months. So let's see. Identify the leadership style of Page, who is the intended operations manager. There's 3 central steps that the firm should take when establishing a business. Suggest 3 reasons why it is important for the firms to conduct a feasibility study. All right, so for that is more than enough. You don't want to read too much because now I can remember all. Let's see, Section A. 6 months into the COVID-19 pandemic, Paige, Olivia, and Sienna were all made redundant from their jobs in the Spark Hotel Migo. The 3 friends were each provided with severance packages, and Paige suggested that they invest in a fully equipped mobile spa where they could make use of their varied skills. They decided that the business should be named Pink Orchid Spa, and that the first step in setting up the business would be to conduct a feasibility study. Correct? The friends agreed that Paige, who had some managerial experience and believed in involving others in decision making, What type of leadership style is that?
Like democratic.
Democratic. See, because we read the questions before, we knew what to look for, right? So you can answer that one time. Democratic leadership style. Second question was 3 central steps to establishing a business, right? Would be the operating manager. She would be responsible for booking clients, collecting payments, and handling expenses. Olivia would be responsible for providing nail care services, while Sienna would provide massage to clients. The 3 friends set out to purchase a suitable van and seek information on the process of requirements for insurance. So they already set out different steps in the case study if you know what to look for. For one, they decided that the business should be named Pink Orchid Spa, right? They decided they should do a fully equipped mobile spa and name it Pink Orchid. That is the conceptualization. Thinking of the business idea. That's one of the first steps. So you write that?
So if you don't use the word conceptualizing and you use
If you put
thinking
think
of
of the
idea,
business idea, that is good. You don't have to use
I
the
just
word.
want to
That's
make
the beauty of POV. You don't have to use the words. You could just say think of business idea and you're good. Right? Then they
So
talk
what's the question?
the question was list 3 central steps. List 3 central steps that should be taken when establishing a business.
So we had to do a feasibility study.
Right, so market research or feasibility study, which you also spoke about, right?
Mm-hmm. You had to register the business.
All right. Register the business.
Um
They talk about something
one
else.
could one could be like you're making sure the environment safe and stuff.
Not so much. You
Or
don't have to do that. But one thing they did do is that they started looking around at where they will get the resources, right?
Also,
So they
so if you're looking
identify
for,
the resources needed and and they organize the finances as well.
that's in the case study you was just reading, right?
Because here
Okay.
they started to look for with how to purchase a suitable van and stuff like that. And they're using a severance package to fund it.
So it was severance again.
Severance package, so like when you get let go, they'll give you money, like pay you for a few
I
years
pay off.
now. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I will be getting the funds.
Yeah. So they source financing for the business. Right? So you could just use any three of these would be good. Then he said suggest 3 reasons why it is important for the firm to conduct a feasibility study before establishing a business.
To make sure the business is viable, the risk involved,
All right, to assess the risk involved,
and to see a competition and stuff.
to get information on competition, gather information on competition, and to gather information on who? On customers.
Yes, sir.
Then they said, so they talk about insurance, because remember, they're seeking to get information on the process and requirements for insuring the van. Explain to page the importance of any one of the following insurance principles when inquiring the SPARS van. So up for here, that you'll need to know the content, right? So indemnity means that when insurance brings you back to the financial position you were in before the accident happened. So you're not supposed to gain from insurance and you're not supposed to lose from insurance. It's supposed to bring you back to exactly where it was before, right? So indemnity, no profit is gained or loss incurred from insurance. Instead, insurance is meant to bring you back to the financial position you were in before the incident happened. So you get in a car accident and it costs you 20,000 to fix the car, you should not get any more than 20,000 or any less than 20,000. Right? At most
But
good
sir,
yeah.
but so the criteria, and my father, it have indemnity plan. So like when you die, that
That's a
will help you
different
to
thing.
bury. Is that
That's
the
a
first thing?
different thing. Yeah.
So in other words, you could just put when the act. In other words, you could just say if there's no profit made, and this is to bring it back to the original way it was before.
Yeah. And then at most good faith, that it means that both the insurer and the insuree, the person who gets an insurance, supposed to be honest and open in the entire insurance process. Both the insurer and the client must be open and honest throughout the entire insurance process. If you don't do this, insurance could be null and void. So, for example, I tell the insurance company I'm not a smoker, and they give me health insurance, and then 4 months later, I'm in the hospital for some lung disease from smoking. That will cause my insurance policy to be null and void because I did not have utmost good faith. Right. So both the insurer, not just the client, but the company as well, must be open and honest throughout the entire process. And that is section A one time. In section B, you'll get a next, it'll be the same case, it'll just be a different part of the case. It will be continuing the case, and then you'll do section B, and then you'll continue the case again, and then you'll do your last set of questions. So again, we're going to look at some of the questions first and then read the case study. So they want us to list 3 groups of customers who are likely target markets of Pink Orchard. Describe 2 ways in which Pink Orchard could promote its services other than through the use of websites and social media. Apart from an appointment system, suggest 2 features that could be included in the SPAR's website to attract customers, and outline 2 benefits Pink Orchard could gain by utilizing social media. All right. So we have some of the questions in our head. Let's start going through the case study. To reduce costs, Page decided to order supplies of body scrubs, oils, and other necessary cosmetics in bulk from overseas providers. These floral-scented, hypoallergic products would be unique to Pink Orchard Spa. The friends planned to have a grand launch where potential clients would be invited to view the mobile spa and experience its services. They also decided to create their own website to promote and launch and facilitate the bookings of appointments and clients. Paige, Olivia, and Sienna also thinking of using social media platforms such as Facebook, TikTok, Instagram to create greater awareness of the business, which could lead to increased sales and greater profits. They also plan to use GPS to assist providing customer care. All right. So just based on common sense, what are some groups of customers that could be targets for massage therapy?
Um, Elderly people.
Elderly. What else?
Well, young people too, because
Yeah,
people who have pains in the legs would like massages with pains in the
persons
body.
that suffer with various muscle pains. What about athletes?
Yeah, at least that one. So it's scrubs they're selling, right?
They also doing massage therapy.
But they're also selling scrubs
They selling
as well.
scrubs and oils and hair. And other
Well, that would fall
cosmetics.
under,
Take up a
that would fall,
woman.
huh?
Take up a woman.
Yeah, women. But men does use scrubs so too.
True. Persons who self-care. Persons who into self-care. I'll put instead of women, I'll put persons into self-care.
Yeah.
Right. Then they say promotion. Describe 2 ways in which Pink Orchard could promote its services other than through websites and social media. How they could promote it. They have a van, right? A mobile van. And they have some sign on a van. So wherever they drive, they'll be promoting their vehicle, the business.
Yes, and they could also offer sampling.
Yeah, have signage on their van. So it can act as promotion whenever it is in use. Offer samples of various products.
So we could
Potential
put giveaways to
customers.
it. Giveaways.
Yeah, no, that is the same thing. Right? So offer samples. They could instead of using social media and websites, they could use flyers. So they could put flyers in places such as gyms, etc., where people might use these things. Right. So hang flyers in places where target markets may be. For example, at gyms. Then they said, apart from an appointment system, suggest 2 features that could be included in the SPA's website to attract customers to the business. So a few stuff.
With discount?
And here,
I was thinking with discount.
offer discount, is it?
Look,
I didn't hear you.
she said discount, sir.
Discount.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Loyalty,
Well,
loyalty cards.
right, yeah, but remember they talk about being on the website, stuff that you'll put on the website. So you could have like a catalog you could download, for example,
To see the
but
price and stuff.
the price list. You could have a live chat where you could talk to a customer. Remember, they specifically said included on the SPAR's website. So think about what you could put on our website. So a downloadable catalog. Catalog, live chat. They can maybe even have a promotional video.
So I guess in the on the website you could also put the benefits of the scrubs and the massaging.
The cost of the massaging.
Huh?
Where you said the costs?
No, the benefits of the massaging and the
Right,
scrubs.
benefits of massaging,
You could put
right?
that.
Benefits of using of massages and
And you
using
could put reviews.
scrubs,
You could put reviews from customers.
right? Reviews from customers. Somebody said the price list, which is good. And the catalog will be like a price list. Reviews from customers, right? You see how they could pull stuff from everyday life and answer the shirt? All right. Outline two benefits Pink Orchid Spa could gain by utilizing social media platforms.
Marketing research.
All right, so you could use it for market research, use it
So
for easy access to the target
to
market
help
for market
persons,
research.
yeah, to help persons purchase the items.
So they can use it to promote, use
And
it.
I think to pull customers
All right, so that will be promoting will be
on the
to
market
Apple customers. So you could use it
and the
to promote
to
freely.
target your market.
All right, to promote to target markets freely because you don't have to pay to use social media. You could
To
also
see
use
what type of customers, um, what type of items the customers prefer
but that
the
would be market
competition
research. That would be market
down the
research.
market research, right?
Yeah. What about using promotion what is called these people influencers?
Yeah, that's also.
Social media influencers. Let's call it influencer marketing. To assist in pushing the products. So you notice, yes, they're asking about different parts of the syllabus, but a lot of it you could answer from common sense or from reading the case study. Have you noticed that, right? Testimonies, yes. Testimonies could be in on the website. You could post testimonies on the social media too. Logistics outline two ways in which global positioning system could assist Pink Orchard Spa and provide a good customer service. How you could use
Good, because
GPS.
it will help in the delivery and the item to position to find out where the item is, the location.
All right, so you could help find the location of customers and the best route to reach to them.
Yes, sir.
Slowly, as quickly as possible. It's our next thing you could use GPS to do with delivery. You could use GPS to, could remember, I show they
To make
order
sure
something already and they use GPS to do this, to see where it
to
is,
set a location,
to track it, to track the goods.
to track the goods.
Yeah, so you could use to track the location of the van itself. Use GPS to track the location of the vehicle to and help ensure that no mishaps happen. It's a distribution now. They say explain one challenge that page may encounter when ordering supplies from business for the business from overseas producers. So again,
Late delivery,
late delivery. So you could
spoilage,
spoilage, exactly. You could get these things from common sense.
theft.
Theft, exactly. See what all they don't have to worry too much about paper trying to say do revise for 2010 like that, right? But once you revising POB on the whole, you're preparing for paper 3 one time. It's just to read the case study, see what questions they're asking you. Some of the answers you'll get from the case study, some you'll get from POB, from your POB knowledge. Some you would even need POB knowledge for. Now for this question, right? They say explain one challenge. So you will choose one challenge and you'll go into details. So you say if you're ordering from overseas, is that any
I would have choose spoilage.
right? So whichever one you choose, because of how some of the goods may have may not be stored properly on its way from one country to the next, and it could lead to the goods being spoiled.
Or you order too much.
Yeah, and it could lead to the goods spoiling, which could cost the firm money. Just go into detail in whichever one you choose, right? And that is it. Section 3 now, I think it's 4 questions. Right. State 2 advantages of using credit union to provide loan. List 3 forms of government assistance that could be provided to Pink Orchid. Outline 1 purpose of Pink Orchid's preparing an income statement. And describe the overall business operation in 1 paragraph, including relevant information about 3 main areas of the business. For 3 marks. All right, so let's see. The owners wanted to have a fully equipped van to offer first-class service, which would cost them an initial investment of $75,000. After pooling the existing resources, they fronted a total of $60,000, so they needed a loan to cover the shortfall.
So
Right. They agreed to explore the option of either getting a loan from a credit union where they are all members or to seek assistance from the government. When they commence operations, Paige will be responsible for ensuring that the record keeping of the business is always up to date. Additionally, she must utilize financial records such as income statements and balance sheets to ensure that the business runs smoothly. So 2 advantages of using a credit union to provide a loan to cover the shortfall. What is
one is less interest. So,
less interest, right?
yeah. And
Credit
you don't have, I think, you have to have, if you have collateral, I
offer
don't know if I say,
lower interest rates.
because with the credit union, you will have a collateral. With the bank, you'll get 100% financing and more years to pay off.
True. So
No.
you can put less years to pay off. So less years to pay off. You also have lower fees because banks normally have more fees to pay. Um,
And
because
with the loan, you just get dividends. The
yeah,
credit
so
union.
it must so you must have shares to get loan, and you can earn dividends from shares. Earn dividends from shares. Right. Number 9, government assistance. There's 3 forms of government assistance that could be provided to Pink Orchard and Spa. So they could get grants, which will be giving them money. They could offer subsidies, which will reduce their costs, and they could offer education and training. They could train them in how to be entrepreneurs and stuff like that, right? Trinidad actually does that with Nedco. Right? Nedco does offer grants, and you can get trained. They have training sessions from time to time. Then they said outline one purpose of Pink Orchard Spa preparing an income statement. Anybody here did accounts?
Well, I never do account, but that's not like a common sense question.
All right, what
To
you say?
see how it's how much all your profits going, how much money
Exactly.
will yeah.
So it can be
If the
used
business
to
making
assess.
sense at all.
It can be used to assess the profitability of the business. If they ask about balance sheets, they checking to see how much assets, liabilities, and how much assets and liabilities the company has. Assets is things the company owns, and
I
liabilities
think
is
we do
things
that
they.
in the multiple choice we get a question more than one.
Yeah. Mhm. Then they say describe the overall business operation. So the Pink Orchard in one paragraph include relevant information from the 3 main areas. So you'll start from the very first part. You'll talk about how the name of the business, who the target market will be, the product that they'll be selling. Then you'll go to the marketing strategies, state of marketing strategies you'll be using, which will include logistics as well. And then you'll go down and talk about the finances, where they'll get a loan from and stuff like that. And that is it. That is it.
So basically, so you're using the same paragraph, but you're just writing it in your own words in a shorter form or etc.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Using the answers you would have had from each different section and making up one paragraph for your executive summary. And that is it. I promise you, the paper 3 is nothing difficult. It's a lot of common sense, reading the case study and POB knowledge that you would have from preparing for paper 2 and your paper 1. All right, so don't panic too much about it. And they don't mark it too difficult either. All right? Are you feeling a little bit better about the paper 3 now?
So I could have swear this paper three was like paper two. I telling you because I couldn't remember if I did do a paper three for the last few exam, and that was like 2 years ago. I really can't remember. But I guess I had to do it because if I didn't do it, I would not get marked.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand so much about this case study thing. I was really like lost.
Mm-hmm.
And I just went up on YouTube and watched and see what really paper three is about last night.
Yeah. Well,
But it's not too bad. It's not much marks, about 60 marks.
this is 40, I think. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10,
It can't be 40 so
20.
because the
Yeah,
first
it's
paper is
40
50.
because the SB is 40. 40. It
Right.
makes up 20% of your final mark, but it's 40 marks.
Okay, and the other paper is how much? Multiple choice is how
The
much?
multiple choice will be 60
Okay.
and makes up 30% of your final mark. All right, so what I'll do, I will upload this